Well, folks, you know what they say. You may not ever get rich, but it's better than digging a ditch here at the podcast. Working at the podcast. Yeah. I've been holding on to that one for a minute.
There's 3 songs now. You just got 3 different songs going through my head. Hello again. It's us.
Hey,
how
everybody.
Can you miss us if we won't go away?
That's right. Hey, everybody. How you doing? How's it going out there?
This is Race. That's Reed. We are Mixed Apes. We are back with...
You should know this song. We're thinking
like
about
there should be theme music there, shouldn't there?
Yeah, there should. Something dramatic. Yeah, right. We're thinking about changing the name to Shame on Race if he doesn't know this song.
There you go.
But we're just going to leave it as it is.
I was going with, I don't have any idea what this song is. It's the next
You know, this just popped into my head. If we did bean enchiladas on the title of our show, it would be You Should Mow This Lawn.
Okay.
That just jumped into my head.
Yeah.
How fun is that?
Jump right the hell out.
Okay, that has nothing to do with anything. So we're going to move on to saying that this is our podcast about
music commentary, and music lyrics, and us running our mouths about bullshit.
Right, and these weird challenge games we've come up with, and trying to stump each other with music knowledge of some kind.
And today's segments are going to be starting lines.
Right.
Your mother should know.
Right.
And the inappropriately named Tune That Name. And you'll figure out what they're about when we get there. So
Race doesn't like it.
I don't like the name. It doesn't flow for me.
Whatever.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm calling it. That's actually what it says in my spreadsheet is whatever.
Yes. Throwing a fit. For multiple weeks now.
Yeah,
it's just, it's unacceptable.
Well,
really.
you know, it does say whiny bitch right after my name on a business card. So
appropriately.
We are going to start with starting lines. Did you have any corrections this week?
Start with starting lines. I don't really. Nothing is. You
haven't caught anything.
Popping in my, I should.
Oh yeah.
I'm 100% certain I should.
You have stuff to correct. What about any shout-outs? Is there anybody you want to say hey thanks to? Besides the general listener? Let's try that. Why don't you try that, Reed? I'll wait.
The general listener?
Yeah,
or
not
anybody in particular.
Not the lieutenant listener or the captain listener. I'm really sorry about that.
Okay, everybody, listen. We are Mixed Apes, and we want to know if you are too. So, are you Mixed Apes? What's the answer to the question, Race?
You are Mixed Apes. And you have to say it with emphasis like that.
You are Mixed Apes. You will be Mixed Apes. You're listening, so you're inducted. Yeah. So congratulations.
Thank you for joining us. We're glad to have you back. We're going to stop doing the nothing and start doing the something.
Good. Well put. Well put. Here we go with starting lines.
Which one of us is starting lines?
First game challenge of the show, and I say you're starting lines.
Okay, so...
Except I want to say you're starting lines over and over again.
Okay,
all right.
That's cool.
This is the first lyric in the first verse of
a given song
that we're challenging
or
each other with. Song. So it can be a few words or whatever we feel like is going to trigger the other person to know the song based on just the first few words of the song.
And it's the hope is to do it in as few words as possible.
Yes.
Here you go. You should be able to figure out this song.
The first lyric is, "Oh, I can't take another heartache." That would be "Cruel to Be Kind." Yes. You say you're my friend, but I'm at my wit's end.
That was correct. There you go.
That would be "Cruel to Be Kind" by Dave Edmunds. Oh my gosh, who is it? Is it Dave Edmunds?
If it's not Dave Edmunds, it's got to be.
I'm not getting it. I'm stuck on Dave Edmunds. Give me a first name.
Nick
Lowe. That's a great song. Dave Edmunds and Nick Lowe. For all I know, they still did it together, and it's just under Nick Lowe's.
It may very well be that. I mean, they did so much together, right? Yeah. Rockpile, and there was a third guy. I can't remember who it was. I'm going to fix that before this episode is over. Anyway, yes, Nick Lowe, "Cruel to Be Kind." The album was "Labor of Lust."
Yes,
1979, and. Man, I love me some Nick Lowe.
Oh, my gosh.
And Dave Edmunds, for that matter.
That was
Written
good.
by Nick Lowe and Ian Gom, with 2 M's. And I believe that takes it to you.
All right. This one is going to have a little more verbiage to it because I think the lyrics will trigger you because it's a known song, but I don't think it's a band that you're very into. I could be wrong.
Okay.
So I'm trying to give you a little extra help here. Handicap, as it were. A handicap. You should know what song these lyrics belong to.
Long, listless breakfast table in an otherwise empty room. No.
Young girl, violins, center of her own attention.
No. Nope. What is it?
That is Pearl Jam and the song "Daughter." Don't call me daughter.
Yep,
yeah.
I know this song. I don't know the lyrics, obviously, but I know
the first line. I thought the first line might be more recognizable. It's a very recognizable first line to a song. Obviously, it's pretty unique. So yeah, that's the great Pearl Jam with the great song "Daughter" from 1993 off of the Versus album.
Is that really that long ago?
1993. Yeah, was it really? You know, the grunge thing.
Yeah.
Seems like it should have been
last week.
Well, at least 2005 or something like, but it's not. It's getting on middle age. It's middle age. Grunge is middle age.
The thing is like the guys that started the grunge are grandpas now.
Oh yeah, they're grunge grandpas. They're grunge paws.
I shouldn't have gone there.
Okay, that was written by Dave APEisode. I cannot pronounce that name. It's an interesting spelling, so I apologize. Eddie Vedder, Jeff Ament, Mike McCready, and Stone Gossard. Those are the Pearl Jam guys, and I apologize to David APEisode. I'll try to stop butchering it.
Okay.
And we'll move along.
Completely irrespective of Dave APEisode, I saw an American woman, I'm sorry to say, throwing a rant because there's no T in mozzarella. She's like, it's two Z's. Do you people not know how to pronounce two Z's? It's mozzarella. And like, she was saying it to an Italian guy.
Where did you see this? Was it on a YouTube short
no,
or like
it was
a TikTok
actually,
thing?
It was. I heard it on a radio show, and she was talking to a guy.
Oh my gosh!
He was an Italian guy,
right?
And she left it as a message, as a recording, so she didn't actually have to talk to the guy.
I see.
And I was like, and then my head exploded and everybody around me died. It was like, how can people be so thick-headed to be gracious?
Wow. Well, we could go down a whole rabbit hole. We'd have to name the show something else, though.
Yes, but you see where I'm going.
The show would just be called People. Am I right? You got one for me?
I got a starting line here for you. I think you know this one. You should be able to pull this up.
I should know the song to these lyrics. Here comes Johnny Yen again. Here comes Johnny Yen again.
You're going to be unhappy with yourself.
Here comes Johnny Yen again with the liquor and the drugs. It's all phrasing, isn't it?
Yeah. Here comes Johnny Yen again with the liquor and the drugs.
No. I'm not getting it.
Okay.
It's not coming.
It is your good friend, one of your favorite acts, Iggy Pop.
Oh. Well, I should know that.
You should know that. The song is called Lust for Life. The album is called Lust for Life.
Right.
Written
by,
my gosh. Yeah, written by Iggy Pop and David Bowie, 1977. It's a real rocker. It's a real driving.
I should know.
You absolutely. You should know. You do know.
I
do know it.
I know it. Right. That is one of those songs that you enjoy listening to so much you don't pay attention to it enough.
That's one of those songs that you enjoy. That I enjoy listening to so much that I had to go back and listen to it again to get the lyrics because I've never really, other than Lust for Life.
Right.
I've never really listened to. I've heard.
I've
never
tempo
listened.
and
I've never listened to lyrics, so I actually had to okay, hold on. I know this song. Why don't I know the words?
That is so.
And I re-cued it
funny.
and listened to it again.
That'll teach you right there.
Yep.
Hey, I know some lyrics. Well, how many songs do you love?
Right.
But you just haven't paid attention to because you just are like, I'm just living in this song right now.
Exactly.
Okay. Is it my turn already?
I believe it's your turn
we had
already,
enough
sir.
of me failing so that I can...
You know, I got to say, Reed, honestly, after 30 years, I can't get enough of you failing.
Oh, that's so sweet. Shut up. You should know the song to this lyric.
I have a mansion. Forget the price.
Yeah, I have a
Never been there. They tell me it's nice.
I have a mansion is all I gave him. And the rest, that's how it's supposed to work. Few words and you're on to the races.
That would be Joe the Bomber, Joe Walsh.
Joe the Bomber Walsh, yeah.
Life's Been Good.
Yep.
I can't name the album, but I'm going to say the year was 1977.
78. Cool. And the album is But Seriously, Folks.
But Seriously, Folks.
Yeah.
Isn't that the one where he's in the swimming pool?
Yeah.
I think there's bubbles going up from his...
Yeah.
Man.
That was a good one. You got that one right off. That worked the way it's supposed to work.
for a change.
All right, let's just see if we can keep the wave going.
All right, so here's the deal. I have something here that I think...
What do you got?
I think you should know.
What do you got? Hit me with it. Okay. The lyric I got is, well, I've been drinking again. And I know it's a sin, but I just can't refuse an old friend. He gave me, well, I've been drinking again. So that's Kansas.
Yep.
Now I'm hearing all the lyrics.
Yeah, and it's a great song. Those are really some great lyrics.
Oh, that song is super well written.
Yeah,
there are a lot of Kansas songs you can say that about, but that I think is one of the top few.
It's not as like orchestrally deep, and I'm not talking about musically. I mean, like a lot of their lyrics are very deep, but at the same time, they sound like they should be deep.
Right,
This is like
right.
somebody sitting and talking to a buddy.
Right.
And it's still just as deep, right?
Right.
2 Cents Worth is the name of the song.
Yes.
That's off the Mask album. And that, folks, there's not a bad song on that one.
Oh, yeah.
Those first 3 albums, as a matter of fact, right up to Left Overture, because Left Overture's got some stuff that I don't care for. It's all good, but not all stuff I'm a fan of. But those first 3 albums, Kansas, Song for America, and Mask, I love all of them. I have played the shit out of
Point of No Return?
They were already...
Yeah.
No.
Kinda,
I actually saw
I
Kansas
like that.
for the Left Overture tour with my brother and a friend of mine. My brother paid twice to get into that one because we had his ticket and he was late. But the tickets were something like $18 as well. You know,
yeah, but $18 then was $50 now. So, you know.
Anyway, Kerry Livgren, Steve Walsh, 1975. Great band, great show, good times.
A couple of years ago, I saw a PBS special with them playing at it was them in concert, but they were at the something center. It was, semi-black tie kind of looking thing. And it was like I don't want to use the word honoring, but I don't know another word to insert there. Honoring them. Like they were playing, but it was a tribute kind of show for them. I'm not trying to be disparaging here or whatever. I was surprised, as at my age you often are, seeing people now who you still have in mind from your youth and their rock and roll,
and they look like people that are your age.
And you're like, wow, is this guy going to be able to pull this off? Oh, now Steve, who's the lead singer? Steve Walsh was just great.
Yeah.
Like his voice was just amazing. And he looked like he was possessed, like he was into it so much. Yeah. It was pretty cool to see, actually. So
I saw them at the Randhurst Ice Arena in Rosemont, Illinois.
Oh God,
Randhurst 1977, maybe. Yeah. Probably seated 4,000, 5,000 people. Right. I also saw my first Montrose there at that same Randhurst Ice Arena.
Nice.
Anyway.
Go Randhurst Ice Arena. Okay, my turn.
Give it up.
Stop with the yammer and let's see.
Yeah, that's happening.
And let's see if you know the song to this lyric.
Well, I don't know why I came here tonight. I got the feeling that something... Actually, what he gave me was, well, I don't know why I came here tonight. I got the feeling that something ain't right. This is Steelers Wheel.
Yeah.
With Jerry Rafferty. Stuck in the Middle. 1974.
Two.
Okay.
Close enough. Off of Steelers Wheel, the album.
Yep.
And Joe Egan and Jerry Rafferty wrote that song. I knew that would be pretty much a laydown. But
we've talked about this. Did I tell you that I can't hardly listen to that song anymore?
Really?
Yeah, it's in Tarantino's Reservoir Dogs.
No, I don't remember you talking about that.
Really gruesome. Michael Madsen.
Do. Yeah.
I think it's Michael Madsen.
It's one of those using the juxtaposition of an upbeat song for a very bloody, murdery
scene. And it's bad. I mean, and I'm not a little girl about that stuff. I mean, I don't watch horror movies or any of that. It's not my thing. But it's...
Wait, did you say you're not a little gorilla about that stuff?
About that. That's exactly what I said.
Right. Yeah. No.
I have a hard time hearing that song now because it brings back that.
Right. You see that vivid scene.
Yeah, and it's a great song, but it's been around a while and we've heard it enough, right?
Tarantino. I still really get into that song when I hear it. It's put together well. The guitar sound. Yeah, I just love the whole song.
So what's the specs?
1972, as we said, Steelers Wheel.
Cool.
And those are the people who wrote it and what have you. And now it's your turn to give me nightmares.
I'll do that. Or you should know the song to these lyrics.
Oh, I get 3 measly words to go with. Somewhere deep inside. Oh, come on, brain.
You do know it.
The file folders are being yanked out of the file drawers.
He's making a mess, isn't he?
He's making a mess somewhere deep inside. Something's got a hold on you. No, what is it? No, it's not where I thought you were going. Somewhere deep inside, something's got a hold on you. I'm going to hate that I didn't get this. I'm not getting it.
Crowded House. Better Be Home Soon.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know this one? Yeah, you know this one. Yeah, I know you do. Off of Temple of Low Men. By the way, the first Crowded House album I bought.
Oh, this?
I think it was probably their 6th or 7th. Maybe at least their 5th.
Right.
But it's the first one I bought. And then I went out and bought like the other 5 that I hadn't bought before. Neil Finn, 1988. So...
What's the lead into the chorus? I don't have to tell you.
That's why I tell you.
That's why I tell you.
You better be home soon.
You better be home soon.
Yeah. And I was actually going through like a bad breakup at the time. So this one, like, it hit me in the head. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That was a tattoo.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing that up, though, because I haven't thought of that song in a long time, and I'm enjoying hearing it in my head right now. It's distracting me from being able to do what I'm supposed to do right now, but that is the way it goes, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, this is probably going to be another laydown, but it's such a fun song, and, you know, sharing the thought of it is half the fun here. So everybody out there, enjoy this. This is 4 words. Go.
I'm wearing fur pajamas. And you actually just wanted to hear me say that, didn't you?
I did.
That's Wild Wild Life.
Yeah.
By the talking...
by the heads
noggins?
that are talking. The heads that are talking.
The talking heads.
Yeah.
My favorite line in that is, or my favorite sequence of lines in that is it I wrestle with your partner, you wrestle with your conscience?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Yeah, that one just kind of strikes me every time.
Yeah.
All right, so what's the story on that?
Okay, that is Talking Heads. That was written by David Byrne in what year?
88.
Ooh, close. 86. You're pretty consistent with that.
Being 2 years off, yes.
I wish I had that skill. Well, not being 10 years off like me. True Stories was the album. True Stories has so many cool songs on it. So many great songs. That is Wild Wild Life.
And who started? Was it you or me?
You started.
Okay, so I'm going to make this my last one.
Okie doke.
You can follow up with your last one
okay.
if you like. This one should be pretty easy. You should know the song to these lyrics.
Okay, what I've got to go on is 3 words. In the beginning.
Now, seriously, that could go a bunch of ways. There's
well,
probably
right,
3 or 4 songs that start that way, right?
Yeah.
You want a second lyric?
I do want a second lyric. Back in 1955. I think something is mulling around back there, but it's not surfacing fast. In the beginning, back in 1955. Barely Alive? Not the next line?
It's Let There Be Rock by AC/DC.
Yeah, I don't know that song. I've never really never been a big AC/DC fan. I do remember that, though, now that you heaved it out that way.
Yeah.
What's it? Oh, yeah, now I'm hearing it. Yeah.
There you go. Let There Be Rock, off of Let There Be Rock. Angus Young, Malcolm Young, Bon Scott, 1977. An anthem, if you will.
I know the AC/DC that I have heard, but I have not gone and played much AC/DC, which after this long and this much music of theirs and this much sort of popularity and success, part of me feels like you should know better. But the other part of me is like, if you don't like something, you don't like something.
If it doesn't tickle you,
Right, right.
And it's not like you're going to be do it without them.
Right.
If you listen to a radio here and there,
Yeah.
walk into a drugstore here and there, a gas station, a Walmart,
Right. I may not hear that song, but
Right.
there are plenty of others I'm going to hear. Okay.
What do you got for me, brother?
I'm going to give you this lyric, and you had better know this song.
I like pleasure spiked with pain. Give me the second line, please.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'll deliver it verbally because I thought you were just going to snap to, and music is my airplane. And so I just gave you the song name.
Yeah, you did. Obviously, RHCP.
Yeah.
Music is my airplane.
I'm glad to go ahead and give that one up because now it's playing in my head.
There you go.
That's
and
good.
RHCP is one of those bands that I kind of have I like them. They're great. There's no argument about that. But I just my son really likes them, and my wife really likes them. So I hear a fair amount.
Saturation.
Yeah, and those I could never hear Californication again, as far as I'm concerned. That's. And the other thing is that he is really expressive when he sings, and when he's taking you down, he takes you down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they can have some dark.
Yeah, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just that's not my. I'm a happy guy. I need to be a happy guy.
I'm a happy boy.
Because if not, I'm going to hurt people.
That was Aeroplane by Red Hot Chili Peppers, written by David Michael Navarro, Anthony Kiedis, Michael Peter Balzari, and Chad Gaylord Smith. 1995, off of One Hot Minute. And I'm a big Red Hot Chili Peppers fan. There isn't a lot of their stuff that I don't really enjoy indulging in. And I turn to the Red Hot Chili Peppers for attitude adjustment with some regularity. So,
really?
Yeah. I agree that Californication, not so much, but Under the Bridge is a little saturated for me. But
yeah, and I mean, it's a heartfelt song. You know, it's a legit...
Yeah. But there isn't a lot of their stuff that I'm like, okay, I don't want to hear that again. I'm like, okay, turn it up. Anyway, that is the end of Starting Lines, and we're on to...
Your mother should know.
Your mother should know it. She should know better. Okay.
All right. So I'm going to start this one. You ready to go?
I'm going to start that. This is delivered in text.
And here's a song your mother should know.
It's supposed to be a highly easy form of...
Prime.
Not Amazon Prime.
No, just Prime Cuts from Prime Cuts from the mixtape.
Okay, I was just given this to know because I'm going to make you see Nobody Else Here, Nobody Like Me. That's our Pretenders frienders. Yeah?
Oh, that was good.
Oh, how about
that?
Chrissy Hind and the Gents in the Pretenders, and that is Brass in Pocket.
Right. And apparently Brass in Pocket is a dry cleaner's... Something about a dry cleaner's Cockney rhyming slang. Did we talk about this before?
You've talked about this before, but I don't know that this made it on an episode. I think this was in the early testing stages, and I don't know that it ever got out of the box.
All right, well, if it has, I'm so apologetic to everyone for saying.
And if it has, it's been 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Chrissy Hind and James Honeyman Scott, the Pretenders. Good stuff.
Absolutely.
She started, okay, this is from the very beginning for them. She started off so badass. I was afraid of Chrissy Hind. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And she's all
that was exciting.
And she's all of, 118 pounds.
Right.
You know, but it was like, that's a young lady. If I made her in an alley, I'm walking the other way.
Right.
She just looked like a badass to me.
So we're going to go into the Cockney slang thing for just a minute, because I remember this story somewhat, and it was kind of interesting that the Brass in Pocket has an alternate meaning in Cockney, and there's a whole sort of sub-language that they used that this is derived from.
Right.
That's worth going to check out. It's a pretty interesting...
Cockney rhyming slang.
Yeah. Check that out if you get the chance to. It's pretty cool to look into. Fun stuff. Okay, me?
It is you, sir.
Me. Mine, my challenge, my turn. Let's see. Your mother should know this.
We've got hundreds of friends and the fun never ends. Well, I've got hundreds of friends and the fun never ends just as long as I'm buying. This is the other Styx song that we talked about earlier.
Yes.
Too much time on my hands.
There you go. And I wasn't ticking the clock at you. I was referring to the clock ticking in the song.
Yeah, Too Much Time on My Hands. This is off of Paradise.
Yes, Paradise Theater.
Yes. It's Mr. Tommy Shaw.
Tommy Shaw wrote it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
saying. Styx is obviously the band. Too Much Time on My Hand. 1981. Paradise Theater.
Jeez.
Hundreds of friends and the fun never ends as long as I'm buying.
That's right.
Giving up hope for the afternoon soaps and a bottle of cold brew. That's a spirit, right?
I'm all for it. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, what do you got?
All right, so your mother not only should know, but does know this song.
Okay, my mother should know. When you told me you didn't need me anymore, well, you know I nearly broke down and cried. Oh, darling.
That's it.
If you leave me, I'll never make it alone. That'd be the Beatles, and...
Well, I guess the songwriters?
I bet it's McCartney and Lennon.
Very good.
And the year.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me tune up the old
Wayback
Machine and go with just still in the 60s. 68.
69.
Oh, okay.
Very
Not
well
too bad.
Want to take a shot at the album?
No.
Abbey Road.
Abbey Road. I would have thought that and then told myself, you're just thinking of that because it's Abbey Road and then it's got to be something else. And I'd have been like, the White Album.
Or the Beatles.
Right. Yeah. I love that song.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. That song's so great. It's over the top and all that. And it's so great. Okay, well, thank you for that.
And they really sing the hell out of that song.
Yeah, Paul McCartney tears it up on that tune. Like, it's great to listen to.
Mm-hmm. All right, what do you got there, big guy?
Yeah. Coming your way, or I should say coming your mom's way here. Let's see. I think your mother should know this song.
I don't mind you coming here and wasting all my time. Time?
That's kind of a starting lines thing, really.
I
but I didn't know
was the clue. Wasting all my time.
Right.
Because when you're standing oh so near, or spanning oh so near.
Spandex is oh so near.
I kind of lose my mind.
Yeah.
This is the Cars. Just what I needed.
Yes, it is.
1981.
78.
Oh,
78.
See, man, I thought it was too early, actually.
It's the first time you've gotten the decade wrong in a while. Off of the album The Cars, written by Rick Ocasek, and Fond Memories. Fond of the Autobahn. I would go on about the Cars, but people are probably sick of me going on about the Cars.
Some of us are. No, I'm kidding.
I will. I'll turn the engine off and get out of the Cars, and get back into.
See, you just can't help yourself, can you?
Can't resist.
All right, so here's a song your mother should know. Actually, here's a song, in all seriousness, your grandmother and perhaps your great-grandmother should know.
Wow. So the challenge is, I'm in heaven when I'm in your fond embrace. I do know this song.
Do you?
But I need another lyric. The next lyric is, I never need no shove because I just fell in love.
With?
I don't know it.
Okay.
I'm not getting it.
So I'm listening to the satellite radios in the car.
Yeah.
And Kinks come on the Deep Cuts channel. I listen to
Deep
Tracks channel. And they're doing Babyface. You got the cutest little baby face.
Oh, my gosh.
And I'm like, God, I have never heard them do this, right? And so I went and did the research.
Oh, my gosh. That is a crack up.
And they're not the only rock band
to do Babyface?
To do a cover of Babyface, right? Huh. Let's see here. Little Richard, the Kinks, Bobby Darin, McCartney and Wings, Tiny Tim, and Brenda Lee all did a cover of Babyface. Because I was like, this is never going to fly. But there's 4 or 5 rock acts that covered it, right? And everybody knows this.
That's what you hear when you think of that song.
It was written by Benny Davis and Harry Axt, A-K-S-T, Axt, okay? It was a #1 song in 1926.
Yeah.
For a woman named Jan, I believe a woman, I could be wrong, Jan Garber.
Wow.
Okay? And I thought, this is one of the coolest ones I've ever done for us.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying? Just because
I
was like,
bizarre
who
because
would think to do that song? Like, what rock band would think to do that song? You know?
Right.
It's like AC/DC doing the Charleston song. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
It makes no sense.
Right.
But once I started...
It isn't outside of what I would imagine. Like Tiny Tim, you can see doing
absolutely.
it. And the Kinks has some fun.
Yeah.
With doing, novel songs like that. And it's not a novelty song.
Well, it is now, but it might not have been in 26, right?
But it's...
we're talking about 98 years ago. This song
right.
was a #1 hit.
And you know what's bizarre?
And has been done in the last 10 years.
While we're sitting here, it has been soaking forward in my mind. And like the whole song is playing all of the chord changes and all of the bridge,
Do you know the Kinks version?
I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't. But I can see because of the arrangement that I'm hearing in full now, how some bands would be attracted to playing it.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, you could do like a whole horns, wham, 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 horns thing. You know what I mean?
You could have a lot of fun with the structure
and like
of the
really
song.
play up the chord changes and so forth.
That is great.
Yeah, so I didn't think you would get that one, but man, like I said, your great grandmother should know that song.
I never need a shove because I just fell in love. Yeah. That is
Figure
so
that
fun.
shit out. That's
It's
pretty
so
fun.
funny that I know that song's a 100-year-old song.
Well, yeah.
That I even, like, when I heard it, though, I was 6 or 8, and my grandparents were listening to it and getting a kick out of it on the radio in the kitchen.
Because it was something their
with my
grandparents
parents,
knew,
right. It was never in my music, my actively listening to music growing up at any point. It was only overheard. But even then in the 60s, it was still being played enough, at least around me, that I feel like I know the whole song.
Yeah.
It's just that I haven't heard it in 35 or 40 years.
Haven't intentionally listened to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That is really cool.
All right. Are we doing more of these? Or
let's do another one apiece.
Okay.
How about that?
Sure.
Your mother
Hey.
should know this song. Of all the things she knows, this song should be priority 1. Here you go.
So many have paid to see. Nope.
Oh, you're going to be kicking yourself for
Give me
this.
the rest.
Yeah, you're going to be kicking yourself for this. Here's the next one.
What you think you're getting for free. So many have paid to see what you think you're getting for free.
The woman is wild.
No.
She can really rip your world apart.
Oh, is it Maneater?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought that would, because, you love some Hall &
We've
Oates.
talked about the Hall & Oates thing.
I thought that would be right there, like lay down. That was good. That was going to be fun. Thanks a lot.
Oh, hey, I'm glad you're welcome to that.
Maneater, Hall & Oates, Daryl Hall and John Oates wrote
That
it.
was
can you imagine?
That was a hit, dude.
Along with Sarah Allen, and I don't know.
Is she
I
the
don't
Sarah and
recognize
Sarah
that name.
Smile?
Perhaps.
There you go.
1982 on the album H2O, cleverly titled album. You get it? H2O, Hall to Oates.
I got you. Very cool.
I'm the first person to figure that out. By the way.
I think so.
I'm going to go ahead and call up Daryl and say, "Hey, buddy, I finally figured out this
H2O thing?
Yeah. Okay, you
I'm
go
sure he's
ahead
standing by.
and save me from myself,
Yes.
if you will.
So here's a song that definitely your mother should know.
Okay.
If you don't.
Hit me or her. Hit her. Don't hit me.
I'm not hitting her.
What I get is, every time I think that I'm the only one who's lonely, someone calls on me. Why is that not ringing a bell? Every time I think that I'm the only one who's lonely.
Someone calls on me.
Damn. Call on me.
Okay, let me give you the next
You
one.
need a friend. And every now and then I spend my time at rhyme and verse and curse those faults in me.
Now, doesn't that sound like some shit you would
know
write?
This song. It is not materializing at all. It's just...
It's really more pop than rock.
What is it? What is it? Come on.
Along Comes Mary.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then along comes Mary.
Yeah.
And the
There
phrasing
it
is, every time I think that I'm the only one who's lonely, someone calls on me. And every now and then I spend my time at rhyming, blah, 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 blah. It's like a really cool...
And then along comes Mary. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, right off of that. Not a song I'm terribly familiar with, but I should know that.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
They actually called the association, it was the association.
Yeah.
They were called at the time a Sunshine Pop Band. I'd never heard the phrase before.
Sunshine Pop Band.
You know, but just like all smiley, happy people kind
Right,
of thing,
everything's
right?
all upbeat and funky. In other words, these kids are on drugs, and here they are.
The actual name of the album is, and then along comes the association.
Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah, good one.
Obviously, some marketing savvy dude that did that. 1966, written by Tandon Almer.
66. I would have thought it was older than that. In my mind, it's older than that, but you know.
And that's the last one I'm doing. Is that what we said?
That is the last
of the
for the segment.
You got it,
friend. We're done with your mother.
Hey,
you should know this song.
All right, and we're gonna be coming up on Tune That Name in just a minute.
Yes. Segment we're going to do on the show is Tune That Name, and this will round out this APEisode, right?
I believe so, sir.
After this, we have to do our salutations and farewells. Sit tight, dig in, go get a snack, come back fast, because here we go with Tune That Name on Mixtapes Radio, and you should know this song. So in this game, we are going to give the other person a clue that leads them to the name of a band or the name of a song or
something
related to music, rock music, etc.
Yes.
The clues may not sound like they make any sense up front, but that's part of the point. You got to make sense of them and then decide what.
It's kind of a riddle.
Yeah, it's a riddle. It's
right.
I'd rather
and we're doing these verbally. Verbally. So I'm going to verbal here. My first clue to you is revolutionary scream.
Revolutionary scream. Rebel yell.
Rebel yell. Very good.
There
Bye.
You go. Should have been easier than that. Billy Idol. Rebel Yell.
and written by Billy Idol and Steve Stevens off the Rebel Yell album, 1983.
Nice.
And it's to you, sir.
To me, again, open your mind. Could be a band, song, whatever. I'm going to start with the clue Close Encounter of the First Kind. And I thought that might be a little tough to nail down.
Okay.
If you're not certain what the definition of Close Encounter of the First Kind
is vision, is seeing an alien.
So it's similar to unidentified aerial phenomena.
Oh, UFO?
Right.
There you go, the
band.
The band
Okay, UFO.
Cool.
Yeah.
UAP might have been a better clue than Close Encounters of the First Kind.
Yeah.
But anyway,
UAP would have given it away right away. But
who am I to say, right?
Hoping that it...
whether your clues are right.
The riddle's supposed to be tough, not easy.
UFO the band.
UFO the band, yeah.
Very nice. I love UFO. And it's one of those bands you forget to listen to.
Well, absolutely, yeah.
You know
you kind of remember a song, and then you remember 4 or 5 songs, and you're like, "What? Why am I not listening to them more frequently?"
The Lights Out album.
Oh my gosh!
Again, end to end, right?
Right.
And I don't know if that's because we're idiots or because maybe there was just a lot of good bands that were doing end to end great albums.
There's a lot of good music. Period. It's everywhere. It's a reason that we can do this show. I mean,
there you go.
It seems like a never-ending well of resource for us to be able to do this when I think about it. Okay, what do you got for me? What riddle me this?
I'm sorry, you just took me down a completely other path.
Riddle me this, ape man. What other path? I'm always interested in
you said never-ending path, never-ending story.
Yeah.
I think we discussed recently.
We touched on that in
another episode.
Yeah, it's just been a few episodes ago.
Yeah. What's his name? The composer that worked with Daft Punk.
You mentioned him.
He actually wrote the score for Neverending Story.
Right.
See, that's what
the guy is. He the same guy? I'm mixing.
The father of disco.
Father of disco. Father of disco.
Yes.
Morel. I can't.
Something. Yeah. And this is one my kids will beat me up on because I should know it, and B, I just talked about it 2 weeks ago. Okay, moving back into the format that we're currently playing.
Right. ADD gets you every time.
Yeah, squirrels. Porcelain female.
Porcelain female. China Girl.
Very good.
David Bowie.
And his buddy, the Igster.
Oh, and Iggy Pop. That was done with Iggy Pop?
Yes, and it was actually first released on an Iggy Pop album in 1977 called The Idiot.
Does Iggy actually sing on that with him?
No, he sings it on his own album.
No. I thought when you said and the Iggy Pop, I thought it was suggesting that they did that song together.
They wrote it together.
They wrote it together. They didn't duet it together.
Iggy Pop first released it.
Yes, sure. Okay.
Is that more clear for you, sir?
It is now. And it's clear for everyone else out there, too. You're welcome. Okay, are you ready?
I am ready. I'm not only ready, I'm actually waiting.
You should be able to tune in the name of what I'm referring to here. Town Jesus lived in.
Nazareth, because that's the only one that has a rock and roll. There may be a band called Bethlehem. I just don't know them.
Yeah, they're probably not a rock and roll band.
Yeah.
I'd
be
betting money on that.
Right. Anyway, Nazareth, yes.
Nazareth, another band that is similar to UFO in that
you forget to listen to them.
Go listen to it. Yeah. They made some substantial music.
Yep.
Yeah. So you got that, and I have nothing more to add other than Nazareth.
Ebony Sorcery Lass.
Black Magic Woman.
Yes, that's a pretty easy one.
Very good.
You want to tell me who wrote that?
Very good. Who wrote it?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to tell you that.
Because he would have been in the band that first performed it.
Well, now I'm questioning the band that first performed it.
You should be, because it's not Santana.
It's not Santana.
No, it's Fleetwood Mac. That's Peter Green's song.
Is it really?
It was a 1977 single for Fleetwood Mac. Yes, you should know that. I mean, I'm not being a smart aleck. That's one that you You should have that in your tool
knowledge.
bag.
That should be knowledge that I've been able to carry around. I don't remember hearing the Fleetwood Mac version of that. Which
it's good. It's
real
good.
Is a note that I'm going to make because it's interesting to me. Now I'm fascinated by it.
It's much less. I'm trying not to say something rude, and I'm completely losing how to do it. It doesn't sound like Hispanic music.
Okay.
What am I trying to
say?
It
doesn't have a Latin flair.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to come up with. It doesn't sound as Latin.
Right.
It's very much more rock and roll, bass-heavy wall of sound kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, cool. Wow. I had to have heard it. I just am not remembering.
I'm sure you, And when you hear it, you'll go like, oh, yeah, I know this.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got?
How about intense anger in opposition to the system?
Rage Against the Machine.
I had no way I wanted to do it, but I had no way to make it more difficult. I was like, sat there thinking what words could you put together? And I was like, screw it, I'm doing it.
To the system, that's what
Right.
And the fact that you made it so long because it's a long name for a band.
Right. There you go. No, unfortunately, no particular song to refer to or whatever. Kind of dry, but makes you think of Rage Against the Machine. Sure. And that's a good thing.
There you go. All right, I have one for you. This one might be a little obtuse. Previously Departed.
Previously Departed? Is this referring to a song?
Do I have to answer that? I can answer that. Is that what we want to do?
Previously Departed. No, I'm not getting it.
You ain't got it?
Past dead, formerly dead.
Already gone?
Already gone. I was stuck on dead. Yeah, Departed.
Yeah, Departed doesn't mean dead. It just means not here, right? Already left.
I immediately got to thinking Grateful Dead, and then the word dead was stuck in my head, and I couldn't get off that.
Okay, so from
the Eagles.
From the Eagles' 1974 album On the Border, written by Jack Temchin and Rob Strandland.
Not written by the...
No. And we've I think we've covered that in a different
classic
segment.
Eagles writers.
That it was not an Eagles...
Written typically song. Eagles written song, right, by the guys who wrote most of their stuff. Okay, my turn.
Go right ahead.
I kind of like this. It's going pretty quick. This one's just going to be a lay down, but it's kind of funny, so I had to put it in there. Hearing impaired big cat.
Def Leppard?
It's almost a bean enchilada.
It really is.
It's just kind of goofy. But
they've actually come up a bunch recently with us.
Yeah, they have come up a few times. I don't know if that's why it came to mind, but when you're thinking of this
does it really matter?
Stuff,
do we need a reason for being stupid?
We don't.
No.
Have we ever? Not at all.
All right, I got an easy one for you. Okay. Violet Fog.
Violet Fog, Purple Haze.
Very good.
Yeah.
Jimi Hendrix, 1967, as a single, and I've chosen to go all with songs this time in mind. I don't know what yours are.
Right. I've done bands. I've gone all with bands. So.
All right. What do you got?
Next one, I've got. I got 3 left since we're going this fast. I think we're okay.
Yep. Yeah.
How about a group of people who worship a mollusk?
Okay, so we got
this
clams and oysters, clams and oysters.
Yeah, you have to get it from there.
Yeah, I mean, where else am I going to go?
And it's a group of people who worship one of those things.
I don't know. What is it?
So it's a cult.
Oh, Blue Oyster Cult.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe if you tossed Indigo in there, I might have got it. But no.
Yeah. I didn't quite want to put Indigo in there.
I'm not complaining.
A group of people who worship a mollusk.
Yeah.
It's only funny because the word mollusk is funny. I mean, that's pretty much what it comes down to.
I would agree.
Okay, you're up.
And
don't say, I didn't get to it.
You're allowed to do that shit. I'm not. All right, how about this one? I cannot assist me.
I cannot assist me. Can't save myself? I can't help it. I can't help me. I'm not getting it.
You almost had it there twice. 4 tops. I can't help myself.
Can't help myself. Can't assist myself.
I can't assist me.
I can't assist me. Is that what I said? I thought I said
that's what I said. I can't assist me.
Oh, yeah.
Or cannot assist me is what I actually said. 4 tops. Howlin' Dozier Howlin'. Also called Sugar Pie Honey Bunch.
Yes.
It's one of those in parens titles. 1965. What do you got? I got 2 more for you.
Can't assist me. I got 2 more also.
All right. Well, you want to go ahead?
King of Lizards. This should be easy.
King of Lizards. King of Lizards. Why is there nothing there? Come on.
What's the formal...
Phylum?
Right, for the what's
Dinosaur Junior? No.
That's close.
Okay.
But it's more specific. Which of those creatures was the king of lizards?
Oh, well, that would be the T-Rex.
There you go.
T-Rex.
T-Rex.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, I love that when he drove right past and had to back up.
Mark
Bolan. Mark Bolan. Yes. Yeah.
Good. You got me there. Good one. All right. This one is a little bit out of our neighborhood, but it still should be something that you recognize. Tempo Republic.
Tempo Republic. Beat.
I'm just dancing along right now.
Beat Republic. Okay, what is it?
Rhythm Nation.
Rhythm Nation. Yes. I should have gotten that.
Written by Janet Jackson, James Harris III, Terry Lewis.
We're all a part of.
We're all a part of
the Rhythm Nation, just like we're all mixed apes.
That's what I was dancing over here.
Well, you looked just like Janet Jackson, but I didn't think for a minute that you were going to pull a Janet Jackson
shoes,
song.
Perhaps, when they're not on her feet.
The bottom of her shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
The sole.
What do you got?
How about baked wheat dough?
Baked wheat dough.
After it's baked.
I don't know. Not Limp Bizkit.
Bread.
Oh, bread. Bread. I forgot they were a band. Bread.
Oh my gosh. We were just talking about. Oh, I guess that we weren't. Yeah, bread. So,
yeah. David Gates.
Kind of easy.
Isn't it David Gates?
Kind of too easy to get.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I had.
Okay. Oh, what?
I had the Bread album. I Want to Make It With You. Do you remember that song? God, that's 150 years ago.
And I remember Baby I'm a Want You and all those songs.
It's the same album, yeah.
And
I was probably 13 and like really impressionable.
And when you think about that and you think, oh, well, they're the next generation, I'm going to use the word generation, but phase of music equivalent was Air Supply. And then you're like, wow.
Yeah.
Why? What happened to me there for a minute?
Exactly. All right, this is my last one.
Whatever.
This is my last one. You're going to like this one.
Okay, hit me.
Ardor is the medicine.
Love is the drug.
Yes.
Not
only did I need to like to play on words, but I know you like the song.
Oh my gosh! And I like Roxy Music.
Yeah,
and
Roxy
I like
Music,
Brian Ferry.
Off of Siren, 1975. Brian Ferry and Andy McKay wrote that, and that, my friend, is the end of the segment. And going to take us right to the end of the episode.
Yeah. It's a sad time, so give us a minute of silence here.
Okay, then. We're moving right along.
We're moving right along to thanks for hanging out.
All of you for coming by and hanging out and listening to us. We know that your time is valuable. Obviously, ours is not.
Right. We seem to have.
We're so glad to be sharing your time with you. We really are, man. I haven't said this recently. Maybe I have, but man, I'm still having a blast. This is so much fun.
It's just great. I could spend all day, literally. And we almost do, but
I've had a couple episodes recently where I don't think I got a single clue right in the challenge segments, and I'm still having fun. That's my point. I'm not whining, right?
Even when you're not getting the guess right, you're still enjoying everything that's going on.
Yeah, the conversation, the stupidity, as I like to say.
Stupidity, I like that. And the past two episodes have been this episode and the prior have been a little more down to business. We haven't done as much.
Yammering.
Sort of yammering on the front end or the back end. We're trying to see what it's like to clean it up and make it a little more tolerable. So
if you're going to stop listening because of that, please
let us know, because we do like to yammer a little bit.
And we did have an episode that ran over an hour and a half a couple episodes back.
Yeah,
and I think that's probably what prompted this. So.
Yeah, we were like, look, we can't start wading into the 2-hour, episode thing. We got to rein ourselves in just a little bit here.
So anyway, please give us your feedback if you so desire via your podcast platform or on our website, or call us on Tuesday, whatever works for you.
Do us a big favor of following and turning on your notifications and sharing and that kind of thing. We appreciate it, and also you'll be able to be notified of more of this kind of stuff happening.
And we'll know how many of you there are out there, because right now, I don't know.
Right, we don't know. We don't know. We're just having a good time doing it and entertaining ourselves. So.
It's been a lot of fun. Thank you so much. We appreciate your time and effort. We are Mixed Apes.
And this is You Should Know This Song. So
and I believe we're done.
All right.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Howdy.